Welcome to the future, or is it? Imagine a world where humans not only visit Mars, but call it home. The dream of terraforming Mars has fascinated scientists, futurists, and storytellers for decades. But can we turn the barren, red wasteland into a thriving blue-green paradise? Let's explore the science, challenges, and possibilities of making Mars our second home. First, let's take a closer look at Mars as it stands today. Mars, often called the Red Planet due to its iron oxide-rich soil, is a cold and inhospitable desert world. With an average temperature of minus 63 degrees Celsius, it's a frozen wasteland. Its atmosphere, composed mainly of carbon dioxide, is so thin, just 1% of Earth's, that it offers little protection from the harsh conditions of space. There is no breathable oxygen, and the air pressure is too low for liquid water to exist on the surface. What little water there is locked in the form of ice, buried deep beneath the ground or trapped in the polar ice caps. To make matters worse, Mars lacks a strong magnetic field like Earth's, which means it's vulnerable to the full brunt of solar radiation, which bombards the planet constantly. Without protection, this radiation could strip away any atmosphere we might create, making the planet even less hospitable. In short, Mars is a planet that, at first glance, seems anything but a place where humans could survive. Not exactly cozy, right? But imagine this: a Mars transformed into a world that feels more like Earth. A planet with oceans teeming with life, flowing rivers carving paths through valleys, towering forests of lush green trees, and vibrant ecosystems flourishing across the globe. The air is thick with oxygen, and clouds drift above, promising rainfall. This vision is what we call terraforming, turning Mars into a habitable planet, capable of sustaining life as we know it. It sounds like something straight out of a science fiction novel, right? But what if I told you that some of the brightest minds in science and space exploration believe this isn't just a dream? Some scientists are seriously exploring the possibility that, with the right technology and enough time, we could transform the Martian environment into one more Earth-like. Could Mars be the second home humanity has always dreamed of? The question isn't just, could we? But how would we do it? So, how exactly do we terraform Mars? Well, scientists have come up with several bold ideas, and while none of them are foolproof, each presents a potential way to make Mars more hospitable to human life. Let's take a look at the three most discussed methods. Thickening the atmosphere. One approach is to pump greenhouse gases, such as carbon dioxide, into the atmosphere. These gases trap heat, creating a greenhouse effect that could raise Mars's temperatures and make the planet warmer. By boosting the atmospheric pressure, this could create conditions where liquid water might exist on the surface. However, this method faces challenges, as Mars doesn't have the same atmospheric pressure as Earth, and CO2 is locked in the planet's soil and polar ice caps, so we'd need to figure out how to release and sustain it. Melting the polar ice caps. Another possibility involves melting Mars' polar ice caps, which contain vast amounts of frozen CO2 and water. Scientists have proposed using giant mirrors in space to focus sunlight on the ice caps, or even deploying nuclear explosions to release water vapor and CO2 into the atmosphere. This would not only increase the thickness of the atmosphere, but also potentially trigger a runaway greenhouse effect. The risks? Well, it's a huge gamble. We don't know how stable the planet would be, and there's the chance it could go too far, making the environment even more extreme. Importing resources. A third method is to import resources from space, specifically ammonia-rich asteroids or comets. By directing these celestial bodies to collide with Mars, The ammonia they contain could release nitrogen and other gases, further enriching the atmosphere and potentially creating a more Earth-like environment. However, guiding these objects precisely to Mars could be a logistical nightmare. And there's the ethical question of whether we should tamper with celestial bodies in this way. Each of these ideas comes with its own set of challenges, from technological hurdles to potential ethical dilemmas. What's clear is that terraforming Mars will require innovations and breakthroughs on a scale we've never seen before. And that's assuming it's even possible. Of course, the road to a habitable Mars is anything but easy. While the idea of transforming the red planet into a second home sounds exciting, the reality is far more daunting. It could take not just decades, but hundreds, perhaps even thousands of years to make Mars truly livable. The technology required is beyond anything we've ever attempted, and it's unclear if we even have the capabilities to tackle such a monumental task. From building self-sustaining habitats to creating a breathable atmosphere, every step involves mind-boggling complexities. And let's not forget the ethical implications of such a project. Should we really alter another planet so drastically? We have no idea what, if any, microbial life might already exist beneath Mars's surface. By terraforming, we could unknowingly destroy ancient ecosystems that have been frozen in time for billions of years. What rights do we have to change a planet so fundamentally? And is it possible that in our quest to make Mars more like Earth, we could actually be creating irreversible harm? The questions are as vast as the challenges themselves. And while the idea of a new home for humanity is tempting, we must ask ourselves, at what cost? Still, despite the immense challenges, the possibilities are nothing short of breathtaking. The idea of terraforming Mars isn't just about building a new home. It's about opening up a whole new chapter for humanity. If we succeed, Mars could become our backup planet, a safety net in case Earth faces catastrophe, be it from natural disasters or human-made crises. It could provide humanity with an escape, a fresh start, where we could build a new world, free from the constraints of Earth's overpopulation, dwindling resources, and environmental decline. Beyond survival, terraforming Mars could spark an explosion of technological advancements. The innovations needed to make Mars habitable could revolutionize everything from energy production to sustainable agriculture. Imagine harnessing solar power on an interplanetary scale, or developing life support systems that could function in extreme conditions. The technologies created for Mars could have far-reaching applications here on Earth, potentially solving some of our most pressing problems. But perhaps the most profound benefit of all is what it could do for humanity's spirit. The shared goal of transforming Mars into a thriving, Earth-like world could unite us in a common purpose. It would be a global effort, nations working together to explore and settle the final frontier. A new space race, not for dominance, but for survival and hope. It would remind us of our potential as a species and could redefine our place in the universe. Mars could be the catalyst for the next great leap in human evolution. So, can we terraform Mars? The truth is, we don't know. At least, not yet. The dream of transforming Mars into a habitable world is ambitious, and the challenges we face are nothing short of overwhelming. From the technological obstacles to the ethical dilemmas, the road ahead is long, uncertain, and filled with unknowns. But one thing is clear: the potential rewards are beyond imagination. A thriving second Earth could provide humanity with countless opportunities, new frontiers to explore, new resources to harvest, and the chance to ensure the survival of our species in the face of Earth's future uncertainties. Whether it's in the next century or the next millennium, our ability to overcome these challenges will define our legacy. But what makes humans unique is our unyielding spirit of exploration. Throughout history, we've faced seemingly insurmountable obstacles, and yet we've always managed to push forward. The dream of terraforming Mars may seem out of reach today, but that hasn't stopped us from reaching for the stars. With every technological breakthrough, with every new discovery, we're one step closer to turning this dream into a reality. First, let's take a closer look at Mars as it is today. Mars is a cold, dry desert with an average temperature of -63 degrees Celsius. Its atmosphere is 100 times thinner than Earth's and is made up mostly of carbon dioxide. There's no breathable air, no liquid water on the surface, and a weaker magnetic field that leaves the planet exposed to harmful solar radiation. Not exactly cozy, right?